Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly, whatever we want to call this. Decorate with me, plan with me, casual chit chat about how my week has been or how my last week was. I am going to do a little something different this time. I'm still going to go through and decorate my week in my PaperTess Designs journal. And I'm still going to go through and set up my weekly schedule and everything and my take a note. But this month starts a very busy 2-month period of my life. And so I don't know what that means for future Sunday videos. And I'll get into that a little bit more just a smidge later in the video. Yeah, so let's get on with it. I am still loving the way I'm using this guy. Fantastic. It's kind of funny. I did so much setup over the last month, so much stuff in advance, that when I flipped to this coming week, or it could be the week that we're currently in based on how my day is going. Also, I recorded a new pen video, and there's the ink that's in that pen when that video comes out. I was surprised that I didn't have any of my little tiny icons or anything set up, but I went ahead and drew my divider lines. This did work really well for me last week, where I put my scheduled things or my appointments up here, what I'm trying to plan for YouTube here, and then my chores here. And then my normal weekly stuff here. I don't know if I can say here one more time, but here we go. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, I was really liking the way that these last few weeks I was using chunks of this roll, which kind of has a, I guess maybe like an anthology of this designer's career and their different patterns. So it's got like little pieces and parts of stuff that they've done before. So I was really liking using that over the last couple of weeks. You can see they're just pieces and parts all right here. But when I undid this one to get started today, let me say this. I love them all, but I have also already picked my June colors, which is another video that'll be coming out. The reason that one's delayed is because I'm getting 2 new pens in that I want to use, and those pens won't come in till Monday. So I need to make the video with it's just, it's a whole thing. It doesn't matter. Yay, scheduling. So anyway, the colors that I have picked for June aren't really matching with these guys very much, except for the fact that for whatever reason, I think maybe because I've been watching Korean Odyssey, I've been really wanting to ink up Waringel's the Great Sage Heaven's Equal, which is red with gold shimmer, and it goes with nothing. But I've been kind of wanting to ink that up. But the problem is the colors that I've picked for the upcoming month, and thereby, weeks, don't really match a lot of the stuff in the beginning of this thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on putting stuff on the side here until I decorate my regular journal here, because I might have some scraps left over that I could put there. I also realized, because this month is so busy, I need a look ahead without a bunch of details. So I think that my sidebar here, where I usually wrote in the past chores or things to do that weren't chores, I think it's going to be a look ahead section here this time. And that way I'm not scrambling on a Friday or Saturday because I forgot about something. Okay, so I will go off camera and fill this out, and then I'll meet you right back here. All right, we are back. Let's zoom in just a little bit. I think that's probably about good. Just mapping this out has me so stressed out. That's fine. That's fine. Also, you guys like my next Wii? That was supposed to be week. I have no idea why I wrote that. Okay, so my scheduled appointments are up here at the top. Financial advisor call on Monday. We do it once a quarter. And then it is one of my sister's birthday on Wednesday, and I am celebrating by getting my car's first oil change. Hooray! And then I have Pilates that night, and then I have Pilates in the morning on Saturday, and that should be the max of my appointments that are like non-work related stuff. And then for YouTube, I did not do so well. Obviously, you can tell because this video is coming out late. Trying to keep to the schedule that I had set up. But I'm going to keep trying until I get it right or find something that works best for me. And I'm trying to be really detailed with it this time because next week is the Stray Kids concert. And so I'm leaving on Friday and I won't be back until Sunday. And if I don't do something, there's going to be no videos the following week. So, yeah, anyway, so I have that recording new pen day. That's some pens I'm getting in from Gold Spot. And I want to do that before I put out the currently inked for June because 2 of the pens that are coming in, I want to ink up. And then I have a feeling that this video right here is going to go live on Monday because there's no way that I can edit it and get it out when it is 8 o'clock at night on Sunday. Anyway, gonna edit it on Tuesday because I have Pilates that night, the Gold Spot one. And then I think I'll set it to publish on Wednesday. They say it's good to like let it sit there for a little while. And then I think on Thursday, I'm gonna try to be really ambitious and record and edit my June currently inked. We'll see. I don't know how that's gonna go. And then if I do that, then I'd like to have that video go live on Friday. And then Saturday, I'd like to record this kind of video earlier and edit it. That way I can do the voiceover on Sunday and record a new video and then make sure that this weekly goes live. I can't figure out a way to do the weekly and have it sit for at least a day because of the voiceover thing, but you know, whatever. Also, you'll notice that I decorated. I'm not really happy with this at all. I think I might end up ripping all this stuff up. But yeah, I was trying to find a pinkish kind of thing for the decor here because I'm keeping Path inked up and I'm putting in a pink and thought this might go, but then this I think what's throwing me off is how bad this tape looks because it is like a double-sided, the design goes on both sides and I ripped it and not a fan. So I don't know if this is going to survive the week or I'm going to rip this stuff up. All right. That is my upcoming week. Fingers crossed that I can do it. All right. So, got that. Now, this guy. Let's zoom back out. Remember at the beginning I said I was going to be doing something a little bit different? The little bit different is kind of ties into my currently inked video that'll be coming out, and that is, I guess I'll give you guys a preview. So usually what I've been doing with the currently inked videos is I've been basing my color palette around the Coffee Monster Co.'s monthly kit page. And it's been working really well, but I found that I am inking up a bunch of pins so that I have a color that matches a particular piece of decoration that I'm using, and I'm kind of a little bit back to where I was in the beginning of the year. So I'm still going to put this on my monthly pages within my PaperTess book, but which guys, by the way, it's June. I have 5 months of these kind of pages I still haven't filled out. Maybe I'll do a big retro at the end of the year. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm still going to use this, but I'm not going to base my colors around it. I was also finding that I was getting some new inks in that didn't really match the it's a thing, whatever. Okay, so this will still be on there, but it's not going to be the currently inked. And that left me with a bit of a conundrum because, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, June and July are going to be incredibly busy months for me, personally and professionally. And so I won't have the time to spend making these videos. But I still want to put these videos out because I really like them. I really like these kind of videos. So here's what I did. Except for today's. Today's is a little bit different. Today's is going to be like the way they have been. All right. So if we open this guy up here, you'll see that the PET tape, the decoration that I've picked, this time is this kind of celestial one. I've been wanting to kind of dig into that. And so I have a lot of cutting to do on this stuff. And so you'll have the fast forward version of that kind of thing still. And so I have them kind of laid out, but like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I kind of needed to wait and whatever. Anyway, here's the big change. The big change is that I've already picked out every other week. And what I was doing it on a weekly basis. And I picked them out and I cut them out already. And they're on the sticker release paper because I'm toying around with a new way to do my storage of things, of these PET tapes and stuff. And it's a binder that has sticker release paper in it to make my life a little bit quicker and easier. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but work is pretty stressful right now, and I've found that one of the things that calms me down is cutting PET tape. So I'm getting a lot more cut than I normally would and wouldn't have to spend the first part of this video cutting them up, nor will I have that kind of time on the weekends to do that. So anyway, the rest of this month, except for today, I just spit. I don't know if you saw that. The rest of this month is already cut up and sitting here waiting for me. So you can see that after this week's celestial stuff, I'm going to be doing this really cool dragon. And that's because it's my birthday on June 12th. And I really wanted to use this dragon for that. But also the big Stray Kids concert I'm going to. And I just feel like this like fierce dragons would be really cool. So these are like ink dragon. And then the week after that is going to be the week where I have like come back from it. So normally this will get recorded next week. Well, I'll still be in town. And then normally this would get recorded on that weekend that I'm out of town. And I wanted a no fuss, no muss sort of layout. And so this one is just black and white. That's all it is. But it's already cut up and ready to go and sitting there. And then this one I've been dying to use. And so I put it at the end of June. So that's going to be that upcoming week. So it'll help me make the videos faster, I feel. Of course, it's going to reduce the talky part of the video. Might not be a bad idea. Who knows? And maybe I'll just make shorts or something. I really don't know. But for this video, we'll do it like we have been doing it, which is speed through. What takes me hours will take like 20 minutes or so of cutting and showing you guys this stuff. I think due to the time of day that it is and how long I've been working on different stuff, I think I'm just going to go really kind of plain with these pages. I don't think I'm going to dig through washi tape and try to find ones that match for this. I think I'm just going to let the PET tape do what the PET tape does. I mean, I did get a quick little glance and I wasn't really feeling any of these really. So I don't even think I really have any that would go with this stuff. I mean, maybe this one, but like why? So it's going to be an interesting look. Also, I've been trying to be better about like cutting super close to these things and just like, letting go. What will be kind of situation. But this one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that at all. I also don't know how detailed I'm going to get with the cutting up of this stuff. Am I just going to, slap it here and do this? Or am I going to put some of these up there? I don't know. I'm going to go page by page. Normally when I've done this in the past, it is cutting everything up and then slapping it down on the paper. But I think in order to do this, I'm going to have to go page by page. And of course, now that I'm doing different stuff, these little guys aren't really going to match, but that's okay. So as usual, when I am cutting these up, I'm going to speed up the video. And at the end, I'll slow it back down to normal human speed and do a slower flip through for you. And while I am cutting this, I am listening to music, which is going to be my Stray Kids playlist because, oh my God, it's next week. Not this coming week, but you know what I'm saying. And then I'll come back tonight and I'll do a voiceover for it. Okay? All right. Cue the next part. Oh, hey, wow. You're still here. That's awesome. I think it's probably pretty obvious by now that this voiceover is not happening the same night that this video was recorded. I crashed. I crashed after I recorded this video. I was just so tired. And then today, Monday, for me, I actually edited this while I was eating lunch. So picture me hunched over my kitchen table with a leftover Chinese food, hands on keyboard, trying to edit this. And that's how I'm bringing this to you. So you do what you got to do with the hours you have in the day. That's for sure. Anyway, right now it's after 9 o'clock at night on Monday. So it's looking like this video isn't going to make it to you guys until Tuesday. Because, yeah, I have to do, well, obviously I'm recording it right now. And then I need to export it. And that always takes forever. And then I need to upload it again forever. Then I have to watch it, make sure it's okay. Then I have to set it for publish, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, all that means is that, yeah, the pin video, the first of the new pin videos that I had mentioned, that's not going to come out on Wednesday because I can't put back to back or so close because then I've heard that people don't get notifications. So it's going to slide things back, which kind of makes an interesting problem, but also in a way a solution, because I've been trying to figure out how to get all of these ideas that I want done, which is still an issue. That's is what it is. But also, how am I still going to have videos made and come out the week after my Stray Kids concert when I'm not going to be able to use that weekend, which is where I usually cram all the stuff in because I'm busy during the week. Yeah, so I mean, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I don't know. Oh, by the way, that pin review video that I had mentioned earlier, that one's not the gold spot one. That is the Edison Collier from Goulet Pins, the one I had mentioned before, that I needed to return and stuff. And I have no idea why I just said Goulet that way. My only excuse is that I'm really tired and in pain. So, which is a really bad segue to the fact that, good segue? It is a segue, to the fact that my doctor's appointment last week has led to a referral to an ortho doctor and an MRI. So, good, bad, I don't know. Maybe getting some answers. That'd be great to not be hurting all the time. Yeah, anyway, I just got a cascade of video issues happening, so whatever. Okay, you know what? Less rambly, more chatty. Nope. Okay, question first. Does it bug anybody that this videos, like the last couple, aren't coming out on the Sunday before a week starts, since it's me discussing my previous week while decorating my upcoming week? Does that bug anybody? Because I've seen people like Helen, when she does her Coffee Monster Co. ones, she'll record a little bit throughout the week, and then when she puts her video out, it's actually about the previous week. So I try really hard, but I think like I'm stressing out too much about it. Like, who cares? Yeah, anyway, answer in the comments if you would, if this bugs you. I don't think it will, but I am genuinely curious. Okay, now less rambly, maybe. I have a cheat sheet right here, if you can hear it, of things that I wanted to talk about. The first one is I finally filmed my first ink swatching video with a new camera. The colors turned out pretty well. The only problem is that I started it much in the same way I started this video, where I was talking while I was doing stuff. And then I said, okay, the rest is going to be voiceover. But then I decided, nah, let's wear the mic. Let's do the thing. Let's record it. And then the audio didn't record So now I have a video of me talking with my hands and no idea what I was saying. So don't know what I'm going to do with that. But I am excited because I am thinking about starting up a new ink journal in a different way. I got to wait on some things to come in. So even though I've recorded that video and kind of got it out of my system, I think I'm going to go back when that thing comes in. And then maybe that'll be my first entry into that ink journal. It's kind of cool. If you're curious, I'm going to be setting it up as a ring binder so I can move things around. Sorry, a disc binder. I even got the disc hole punch thing. I think that's really cool. So fingers crossed that works out. We'll see. I had another migraine last week, which sucked. It was one of those ones where the migraine medicine didn't do anything until I laid down. So I got it in the morning, took the migraine medicine, had to work. Finally, lunchtime came around and I was able to lay down. And then I felt a lot better, finally, after that. Let's see what else. I know I've been talking about Stray Kids a lot, and I even posted that video, which thumbs up if you actually watched it. I don't know why I put that in. I'm diversifying the audience, I guess. Whatever. So for the Stray Kids concert, I worked with one of my Etsy shops that I buy Stray Kids things from, and we made a kind of collaboration stamp. No, not stamp. What the hell am I saying? Sticker for the show in Orlando next week that has their name and my name on it. So it's like a freebie plus a little promotion. And then I also got Lomo cards, which I was explaining to the bestie that they're basically like baseball cards for K-pop stars. So you're not just getting a sticker that has my stuff on it. You also get a card. But I want to do the same thing for the ATEEZ concert in July, and I'm working with one of the shops that I bought my t-shirts from, and they are super cool, and they actually designed a really neat design. I just said that, designed a neat design? They designed really cool artwork for the sticker, and that's at the printer now. So, and the really cool thing is just randomly found out that they're actually going to be in Orlando for the Stray Kids concert. So I'm getting some extras printed, and we're going to meet up, and we're going to swap stuff and freebies. And it's just, dude, I'm telling you, this community, journaling community, yes, obviously, I've talked to many of you, and because you're here. But also this, like, of the normal K-pop fans, just a cool, nice group. I'm not talking about the people who are a little on the crazy side, because you know that there are. But it's so cool. It's like finding your tribe, right? People that get you and your interests, much like me recording this stuff, talking to you guys. You get me. You get this stuff that I'm super into. Wow, that's a lot of rambling. I had a rough weekend in the sense that my my cat is chasing a bug. In the sense that I went into major waiting mode again on Saturday. I was supposed to go to lunch with my sister, and she had to cancel at the last minute because she was ill. So I basically was stuck in waiting mode all day waiting for that thing so that I could go and do other stuff. And then when that didn't happen, it was like really hard to kick myself out of it, which now is why we are where we are, right? So finally kicked myself out of it, and now everything's late. But keep going. It's fine. You just don't need to fixate it on it too much. You just make a correction, keep going, whatever. I did make use of the nice weather down here yesterday. We actually woke up and I think it was like 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Of course, by the time I kicked myself out of the house to go do stuff, it was a little bit warmer than that. But I pulled down a bunch of vines and all this crap and got really gross and sweaty. And I think that helped get me out of my funk in a way. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of messed up all of the planning of a bunch of things. Yesterday, in addition to recording this video and setting up my journal, which, by the way, this is the first week I'm not going to do a short on it. I'm not getting really traffic from them anymore, so I think I'm done trying to do the shorts, at least for now. I did record this video, blah, blah, blah. And then I also set up my ink journal to get ready for the June currently inked, which I think I mentioned in the beginning of this video is a weird situation because I'm waiting on pens to come in that I want to. Oh, you know what they did? Scratch that. The Goulet pens, they did come in today. It's a Kaweco Supra, which I opened it up. Oh my God, it's so cool. And it's an older pen, so you guys, if you have them, you're probably like, yeah, whatever. But I haven't even inked it up yet, and I'm in love with it. And then I also got another Banu, and this time I got a Scepter, which is just going to be just as sparkly as the Vodka on the Rocks one that I have. So I have them. I'm probably going to try to, I don't know, maybe record that video tomorrow. I'll figure it out. I'm just saying that the currently inked video is going to get sandwiched somewhere in between new pen videos where the currently inked is already going to show the pen that got inked, but the new pen day video hadn't come out yet. So whatever. I think that, yeah, I think after this, I'm just going to get super rambly because, like I said, it is late. There's not very many minutes left in this video. I will say that I'm happy I finally committed to using this PET tape because I've had this roll on my desk for a while. It was kind of a pain. I did laugh at myself where I was like, oh, I'm gonna let go and cut looser around the things, and then I proceeded to cut very closely to everything, which made it take longer, but that's okay. I will be honest, I did not think it would turn out as good as it did. And I'm sure that if you've been watching this while you've been listening to me ramble, you saw several times me putting stuff down and then picking back up and then it being crooked and then it gets stuck into the page and whatever, yada, yada, yada. But I am actually kind of happy with how this turned out, which is weird considering I really, really cut these things up. What the heck was I saying? I don't know. All right, you know what? Thanks for making it this far. I'm going to fade out, let the music pick up where I am, where I was, what I was saying. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Okay. I'm going to stop talking. Music's going to come in and see you out the rest of the way to this video. So in closing, I will say, 1, I still haven't freaking cleaned my pens. 2, if you like this video, please click thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.